Everyone talks about how to lose weight, but no one tells you what actually happens when you drop 40 pounds. I'm not talking about the before and after photos. I'm talking about the real stuff no one warns you about. And it's the reason most people gain it all back. Hi, I'm Shane. I struggled with my weight despite tracking calories and working harder. Seeing loved ones face similar challenges motivated me to find a solution. When I discovered what truly works, I started helping others lose weight permanently and made it my goal to share these insights. If you feel stuck, this video can help. Let's begin. You've probably heard the same advice 100 times. Eat less, move more, track your calories, stay consistent. And yeah, technically that's true. But here's the thing. The real reason people struggle isn't because they don't know what to do. It's because no one ever shows them how to actually make it work in real life. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what it really takes to lose 40 pounds, step by step, without giving up your favorite foods, without living at the gym, and without hating the process. And these are the things that no one really talks about when it comes to lasting weight loss. Step 1. Stop overcomplicating it. Focus on the caloric deficit. Let's start with the one truth that never changes. You lose weight when you burn more calories than you eat. That's called a caloric deficit, and honestly, it's the foundation of every single transformation that works. Now here's what no one tells you. It doesn't matter if you're doing low carb, high protein, keto, vegan, Mediterranean. If you're not in a deficit, the scale won't move. But that doesn't mean you need to weigh every crumb or track your macros all day long. It just means you need awareness. Start by paying attention to how much you're eating right now. Most people underestimate their calories by 20 to 40%. Once you get a rough idea, slowly start cutting back. Not by starving yourself, just enough to create a small daily gap, so your body starts using stored fat for fuel. And remember, this isn't about restriction, it's about teaching your body to use what it already has. Here's the kicker. The simpler your meals, the easier it is to stay consistent. Ask yourself, could I see myself eating like this 3 months from now? If the answer's yes, you're on the right track. Step 2. You don't need the gym to start losing weight. This one might surprise you. You don't need an intense workout plan to start losing fat. In fact, if you're just starting out, going too hard at the gym can actually make things harder. Why? Because your body's already adjusting to fewer calories and new routines. Piling on intense workouts too soon just adds stress, soreness, and fatigue. Instead, focus on what you can do consistently: walking, light movement, staying active during your day. You can absolutely lose 40 pounds without ever stepping foot in a gym, as long as your nutrition and your daily movement are working together. Then once you've built that foundation, that's when strength training becomes powerful. Not because it burns tons of calories, but because it shapes your body, improves your metabolism, and helps you keep the weight off. So don't overthink the gym. Start with movement you enjoy, sit less, walk more, and let your nutrition do the heavy lifting at first. Step 3. Don't fall for clean eating or restrictive diets. You've probably been told to eat clean, right? Cut out carbs, sugar, bread, whatever's trending this month. But here's what really happens. It works for a few days, maybe a week, and then the cravings hit. You get frustrated, tired, and end up right back where you started. Clean eating sounds noble, but it's usually too extreme to stick with. And that's how people end up stuck in the yo-yo dieting cycle. What actually works is eating foods you like, just in portions that match your goals. You don't need to give up pizza night with your family, maybe just have 2 slices instead of 4. You don't need to eat dry chicken and plain broccoli. Season your food, add flavor, enjoy it. When you actually look forward to your meals, your brain stops labeling foods as good or bad. The goal isn't clean eating, it's consistent eating. Because let's be honest, a perfect diet that you quit in a week won't beat a pretty good diet you can stick to for months. Step 4. Master portion control and intuitive eating. This might be one of the most valuable skills you'll ever build. Instead of counting every calorie forever, start learning to recognize what your body's telling you. Most of us eat because it's lunchtime, or because we're bored or stressed, not because we're actually hungry. Intuitive eating means slowing down and asking yourself, am I really hungry, or do I just want something right now? It also means learning the difference between being satisfied and being stuffed. Here's a trick. When you're about 70% full, pause. Take a sip of water, wait a few minutes, and see how you feel. Most of the time, you'll realize you're fine, not starving. Eating slower helps too. It gives your brain time to catch up to your stomach. Portion control isn't punishment, it's freedom. It means you can still eat the foods you love while staying on track. Step 5. Cook more, order less. All right, this one's simple, but it's a total game changer. Start cooking more of your meals at home. It's not just about saving money, it's about taking back control. When you cook, you know exactly what's going into your food. When you order out, restaurants sneak in oils, sugars, sauces, all the little extras that make food taste good, but quietly bump up your calories. Even cutting back on takeout 2 or 3 nights a week can make a real difference. And hey, you don't need to be a chef. Keep it simple: grilled protein, veggies, rice or potatoes. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. The more often you eat home-cooked meals, the easier it becomes to stay consistent. Step 6. Prepare for the mental side of weight loss. This part right here is where most people get stuck. Weight loss isn't just physical, it's mental. When you change your habits, your brain resists. It wants comfort, old routines, and instant rewards. That's why so many people quit after a few weeks. It's not because they're lazy, it's because they weren't ready for that mental pushback. A little discomfort is totally normal. It's part of growth. But it shouldn't feel miserable. If you're starving, moody, and thinking about food all day long, you're pushing too hard. Aim for challenging but doable. Think of this like training your mind just as much as your body. Meditation, journaling, even short walks can help you stay grounded. And when you slip up, because everyone does, don't spiral. Just get back on track. Every time you recover from a setback, you're building the mindset that keeps the weight off for good. Step 7. Stop punishing yourself. Honestly, this might be the most important step in the whole video. You can't hate yourself into a body you love. If you're starting from guilt or shame, you'll never feel enough, even when you hit your goal. The real transformation happens when you start making choices from self-respect, not self-loathing. You can want to improve and still be kind to yourself. That means no more crash diets, no more starvation plans, and no more beating yourself up for being human. The goal isn't punishment, it's progress. Step 8. Build a healthier relationship with your body. As you lose weight, something interesting happens. Your relationship with your body starts to change. Some people get more confident, others honestly become more critical. They chase smaller numbers or compare themselves to everyone else. But here's the truth: your worth doesn't go up just because your weight goes down. You're the same person, just with new habits and more confidence. Celebrate that. Appreciate your strength, your discipline, your progress. Because real weight loss isn't about becoming someone new, it's about becoming more you. Step 9. Don't tie your worth to the scale. Here's something most people won't say out loud. Losing weight changes how others see you, but that shouldn't change how you see you. People might treat you differently, but that doesn't define your value. You're not doing this to please anyone else. You're doing it for your health, your energy, your peace of mind. And if you gain a few pounds back at some point, it doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're human. The real goal is to build habits that you can always come back to, no matter what season of life you're in. Step 10. Think long-term. Weight loss is a skill, not a phase. Here's what most people get wrong. They treat weight loss like a short-term challenge, but really, it's a skill. And like any skill, it gets easier with practice. Maintenance is where most people slip, because they think the journey ends once they hit their goal weight. It doesn't. That's just the beginning. Once you've hit your goal, shift your focus from losing to maintaining. Keep doing what worked. Portion awareness, movement, hydration, balanced meals. Long-term success comes from discipline, not deprivation. And the real win isn't the number on the scale. It's knowing you can trust yourself to follow through. So here's the truth about losing 40 pounds. It's not about perfection or willpower or the latest trend. It's about building habits that actually fit your life. Habits you can stick with for good. Once you stop overcomplicating it, everything changes. You'll eat the foods you love, move your body in ways that feel good, and stop fighting yourself every step of the way. Because the real secret to weight loss isn't just losing the weight. It's becoming the person who never needs to start over again. If this helped you, hit subscribe, because in the next video, I'm breaking 10 weight loss mistakes that can keep you fat.